Blessed good night, everybody. It's been a long while since I come here and to do any video. All right, so I want to talk about mentorship and especially mentoring males, right? Um, a lot of time we hear people ask the questions why churches don't have a lot of males, why a lot of males are not in our secondary and tertiary institutions as schools, and why aren't a lot of males in the workforce? And even if they are in the workforce, why are they not into some executive position? So it would appear that males are failing, right? Um, Jamaica especially um, doesn't have a lot of fathers in the household, right? And even if the father is in the household, there are several vital things, vital roles that that man is failing to uphold, right, or to really take a grip of and to execute as a father, right? So the children in these household, they have to look elsewhere, right, for mentorship, and that's where people like myself, comes in, right, to be a mentor, right, for the youths them especially, seeing, and I am very um you know thoughtful, if you can call it that. I'm very you know considerate towards the youths in the garrison, especially in the one that I live, right? Yeah, and I choose not to live in a residential area. I have the choice, but I choose to be here, right? Blessings, Kanye. Welcome. See, just a talk about mentorship, why it is important, and how do we go about mentoring. One thing I do recognize, right? I recognize also that not anybody can be a mentor, right? Um, some people they would be considerate towards a person's condition, but only to a certain extent, right? There are people who are not willing to travel with that mentee, right? Some people are not willing to travel. Some people will do this no more for you. Some people will say that they love you, they care for you, right? But still, they won't tolerate you, right? Or stay committed to you in order for you to matriculate it into a positive figure, right? Being that developed individual, that developed child, that has transitioned from being an irresponsible person to a more responsible and productive and successful individual, right? That's what I noticed. So I want to let people know tonight that to be a mentor is like a relationship, right? It's not a program where you just decide say, yo, no, me feel say me have some values that can impart on a certain individual, and may I just try this thing. No, it's not about trying thing. To me, mentoring is actually your call to purpose, right? That's what mentoring means to me. Call to purpose. It is not a job. It is not a government program. I mean, this is like parenting, right? And you have to stay committed to that individual who you are raising up, that individual whom you are trying to guide in life, right? And I'm about positive morals and positive mentorship and godly morals and godly mentorship, right? Kind of sound like me actually repeat myself this is still, right? Um, so why do we mentor? We mentor because we want to see that individual, that youth, or that person who is at risk, right? That person who, in our own concept, they are not living a certain, they're living that they are not living up to a certain standard that they has the are have the potential to live up to, right? And we are so concerned till we get involved, right, and get acquainted with that individual, and we try to encourage, to advise, to support, right, to give, to represent, right, to be there for that individual, and to the very death even of your life or the individual life. So it's not, mentorship to me is not something that you opt out of. No, you don't opt out of mentorship. Yes, a certain bond or a certain relationship that I have with a mentee, right? It can spoil, it can be damaged, it can be tarnished, right? But even if you and that person should break all ties, right? Even if it should break all ties with that person, right? In your heart, up here, so, right? In your heart, in your conscience, nothing has changed. You still have that love towards that individual. You still wish that individual goodwill, right? So we mentor for a positive change, right? And how do we mentor? As I said before, we mentor by staying committed, like a parent does. Stay committed to the very end. I mean, all that child, all that mentee in your hand to the very end of your life or that mentee's life, right? I want to share a little about a little circumstances that I'm facing. So it's like I have this dream to establish a building, right, or some place of meeting where I could in particular mentor, or to just a group of individuals, and to impart wisdom to them. Right, so I have that dream, but I recognize that, yeah, Mr. What? Anyway, so I have this dream to establish a building, right? To get a building, right, where I can group up young people and to give them advice or any other assistance that I am able to give them. But I realize that the the owners of these buildings, right, um, they have issues to entertain the the youths them. As I said, I come from a garrison community. See me, they have issues to entertain the youths them, right, at these venues. You see me, and that really make me feel bad. If it feels as if the person fight against me. You see me? And it's more than one person. I'm not talking about any one particular individual. It's several people I'm talking about, right? Several people that have, as they say, they have offered their help to me, right? They want to help, or to help me help the mentees them, right? And they don't want to accommodate them. And that to me does not make sense. You would say, are not being disrespectful. They're not disrespecting anybody. Right? They are not violent people. You see me? Right. So I'm just saying this. That's what I said before, that people will say that they are concerned and that they want to help. Right. And at the end of the day, they act out of it. Right. They are not fulfilling. You see me? So to be a mentor is something that comes from the heart, right? Up here, so this is a heart. You see me? Yeah, man. And you have to stay committed. So I realized this is where, because of that situation, because I couldn't get a premises, because of that situation, I have, my mind was open up, and I realized there that mentorship is more than a program, right? Mentorship is a relationship. It is a bond. right? I mean, it's being caring, right, and considerate and helpful, right, towards the growth and development of an individual, right? Shaping a person into a positive human being, right? And in most cases, is to shape the person in being an adult, right? An accomplished and responsible adult, right? Yeah. So that's why and how I believe a person should mentor. Yeah. And my advice to the mentors out there, right? You might be having your challenges and they might be different from mine, right? And it kind of impede your effort how you want to reach out to those mentees. You see me? But remember that consciously up here, so all of your mentees, they are in here. They are in your head. They are on your mind. They are in your heart, right? It's a, I mean, it's a call, a call of which you are passionate for, passionate about. You just know that this is you, and if you are not doing it, you are uncomfortable, right? So no matter your circumstances, your mentees are in your head, and it's your responsibility to find them, to know what's going on in their life, and to stay committed to them. Right? It is not easy for anybody at all, and no, it's not even only about mentorship. It's not easy for any human being at all, right? And I don't believe that life is a 100% um, comfortable, even for the most rich person in this world. You see me? There's something that is uncomfortable about their life. If it's not a constant situation, it's a um it's a situation that they face every now and then, right? Yeah, man. So mentee, me just want encouragement. You say if you have somebody a mentor you, right, and you believe in that person, just have manners to that person, right? Be respectful to that person and show that person love also, you see me? Yeah, man. And having manners, right, and respect, those are normally my two explanations. Well, manners, respect and caring, right? To show about respect and care towards an individual, that's usually my explanation for what I call love, you see me? Respect and care, is it? So mentorship is like a family orientation, you see me? Yeah, man. So don't know, getting ready to go to church. I know still is it. Yeah, man. Yeah, pardon me, is it? But God bless. Be strong, be committed. May God give you grace, right? And may God give you courage, right, to do what you are doing for the sake of the Lord. Yeah, it is for the sake of the Lord, right? Yeah, man. Cause me not endorse nothing negative, nothing whatsoever. And even if me have a negative situation in my life, I gonna make it my mandate, right, to drop it. You see it? Yeah, man, cause one thing I know about life also, life is like an example, but it's more than an example for somebody, right? Life is like I'm a footprint, right? Every day you live, somebody have their eyes on you. Remember me tell you that. It's unless you live by yourself and you never go outside, you never go through your gate to see any other people. It's unless you can provide your own food, clothing, and shelter for an entire lifetime and maintain a peace. You have to interact with people. And that's why I said life is like footprints. People are watching you, people are listening to you, right? There are people out there sometimes looking up to you and you don't even know about it, right? Somebody admire how you walk or you talk or you go about doing things, right? Or you matriculate, right? Or you have become so successful. Somebody's there having their eyes on you, right? Don't know. Be strong, man. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong in the Lord and be courageous. Cause none of God picking them and no coward here. And anything God there, me, it is a big thing. Anything. And there's this proverb. I don't know why am I saying it, right? It's actually a proverb or a psalm, but I think it's more a proverb of the Bible. It said, "Little is much when God is in it," right? And I would appreciate. I'm challenging somebody. I would appreciate if they could write that scripture for me, right? In the comment section. Little is much when God is in it. And have a blessed evening. Have a blessed life. May God give us more grace and more mercy to live this and to walk out this road of life here to overcome this world here. Bless you. Jesus bless.